and I'll be right with you. Thank you so much for your patience. My apologies again for that. It's a pleasure to have you here with us today. May I take your name? Perfect. You are right on time. It's always nice to have someone in that is punctual to time. Yes. Okay. Now, just before we do begin with any treatment for you, do need to start by doing a small self-assessment form which we'll go through together, just noting any skincare treatments you may have had before, the products you're using on your skin now, what you'd like to see from any future treatments, just general questions like that, so nothing too intense. Okay, now just take a seat where you are. You're welcome to a warm towel, which you just here. Yes. For your hands, for your face, whatever you would like to use it on. So let me just grab the form here. Now just to double check the information we have for you. Can you confirm your first and last name for me? Yeah. Okay, so they're both correct. And the contact email we have. Yeah, and then your contact number. Fabulous. So they are all correct. I will just very quickly preface by saying I apologise if I do sound a little congested. I am suffering with some hay fever at the moment, and I'm not ill, so don't worry about that. It is purely just hay fever. It does kind of grab me in its vices quite aggressively. Yes. Okay, so just starting off the form here to ask you a couple of questions. Now, which of the following statements that I read to you now would you feel applies to you best? It's completely okay to have multiple options, so any that you do see fit, just say yes, okay. Right. So I have oily skin. I have acne. I have dry and dull skin. I have an uneven skin tone. I have wrinkles. I have pigmentation. I suffer from redness and sensitivity. I have combination skin. I have brown spots from sun damages. And the last one is just other, so if there's any that you feel you need to tell to me now, please do just let me know. Okay. And then on a scale from 1 to 5, how important is healthy skin to you at this current moment in time? Yeah. So just disregard how you may have treated your skin in the past. Okay. Then we have a little checklist of some products you might be using at the moment. So, which skincare products do you currently use? So you just say yes or no again. Makeup removers. Yeah. Anti-aging cream. Okay. A skin toner. Any body creams. Okay. Cleansing milk. Okay. Eye products. Okay. Cleanser. Night treatments. Moisturizers. And then the option of other. So are there any other options? I say items, products I should say, excuse me, products you do use. Okay. That's fine. Okay, and then another 1 to 5. how important is it to you to use a tester of a product before purchasing a full size? Okay, so kind of midway. Yeah, sometimes we base our judgments off things we read online more so than trying the products ourselves first, and a lot of people do just jump straight into buying something full size, which can often be fairly expensive, and then finding the product doesn't work best for our skin. Yeah. This kind of relates to what we were just talking about. Where do you get information about skincare products? Again, this will be multiple choices. You just say yes or no. Thank you. So in shops, bloggers, magazines, television, word of mouth, internet, influencers, and other. Okay. Again, with 1 to 5, so 1 being rarely and 5 being very often, how often are you buying skincare products? Okay. That's fine. Again, sort of midway. I know things can be really quite expensive, so following the upkeep of continuously replacing certain products can be unachievable for lots of people. I do understand that completely. Yeah. Now we have final few questions here. So where do you purchase your skincare products? Multiple choice. I will read them to you now. We have online, catalogues, in-store. So by in-store, that does mean like a shop that is dedicated to just that one brand. Okay. Department stores, pharmacies, beauty shops, other. Okay. Alright, if you feel comfortable doing so, would you be able to indicate how much you spend on average on a monthly basis on skincare products? If you don't feel comfortable answering, that's completely fine. Okay. Now, just with reference to the treatment on you today, is there anything that you would really like to see? Anything specific you would like to have done? Yeah. So we did have you down for the dermaplaning, and that will be what we start with. So we'll spray like a dry spray onto your face, which will leave a white residue, which just allows us to see the hair that we will remove. So we'll start with that. We'll then move on to the extractions, which is another thing you have brought up. We'll steam the face, we'll do some extractions, and then we will work on just putting a few light products on the face, as we don't want to block any of the pores that we have just cleared. Yeah. Okay. So just those things really are all that you're focused on doing. Okay. So dermaplaning, extractions, and some light skincare. And are you interested in purchasing any products with us today, or is it purely just the treatment you are interested in? Just the treatment for now? Okay. Would you like me to explain the products I am using, just in case when you do go away you would like to purchase yourself? Of course I can, that's not a problem. Okay. So what I do just want to begin by doing is just having you lie back onto the bed. It just makes the process much more relaxing for you. You don't need to be upright tensing your neck whilst I am putting pressure on you or anything. So we'll do that just now, and then we'll get started. Okay, my love, are you comfortable? Perfect. I will just start by sanitizing my hands. If it is more comfortable for you, or you would prefer it, I can wear gloves during the treatment. You're okay with just the sanitized hands? Okay, fantastic. Now what I do want to do is just very quickly take a little look over your skin. Now we do have the light which is illuminating your face for me at the moment. It's not too bright, is it? It's okay. Good. So I'm just looking at any areas I may feel that we need to do a little bit of work on. But I'll tell you what we will actually do is just clip your hair back very quickly, if that's okay. I'm just going to take this front section and just pop a clip in here, just to keep that back, and then use a gentle foaming cleanser to remove any product that may be existing on your face. It does look as though you have come in with nice clean skin for us, but just to be sure. Now the product we're currently using here is the number 7 foaming cleanser. It is for all skin types, and it gives revitalized and healthier looking skin, and it has vitamin C, E, B5 and red ginseng. If that's how it's pronounced, I do apologise. Yeah, and I just use a reusable cleansing mitt or cleansing pad. It's nice and soft. It's like a microfiber material, and you can wash them. This one is brand new and clean, and I will give it to you to take away. Okay. So I apply a little bit to the pad, and I'm just going to spread it around a little bit. And then just cleanse your face all over. And you're very lucky today. We do have the sounds of the birds singing in the background. I am going to do just under your chin here as well. I think we can sometimes neglect the neck when involving skincare treatment, so it's always good to just make sure we get down there as well. Okay, that should be enough. Like I say, I will pop this to one side for you. So just allowing your face to dry off very quickly. We will be using the dry spray and apply that all over your face. And we will then begin the dermablading, excuse me. Yes. Now there is a very common misconception regarding dermablading, that obviously shaving the skin is going to cause it to grow back thicker and coarser. We've all heard that rumour, but I promise you it won't. It will come back as the same peach fuzz as the face has now. Okay, so if you just want to close your eyes for me, I am going to apply the spray. It does sound rather aggressive when it's coming out, but it's just letting out a fine mist. Okay, I will cover your eyes just to be sure. Okay. This is tropical scented as well, so it does smell rather nice. Now, do you prefer pink, green or blue? Blue. So this is the dermaplaning tool. I will give you this to take away. Obviously we don't recommend using them for too long because they do rust fairly quickly, so if you see any signs of rusting on the tool, please dispose of it straight away. Yes, so it opens up like this. Please do be careful, it is very sharp. It has like a ridged blade which we will at an angle glide across the skin just to take off that surface peach fuzz. Okay, so you're welcome to close your eyes if you wish. If you'd like to keep them open, you're more than welcome to as well. But we will just begin straight away. Okay. It's not a particularly long thing to do. I think when you know what you're doing, it's pretty quick and easy. You just have to be really careful when you are doing it yourself, that you're doing the brush strokes in the right direction. Yeah, because you wouldn't want to hurt yourself at all. I apologise if you hear me taking some deep breaths. My nose is just a little blocked. Now I am just going to do your upper lip. It can feel a little weird if you've never had this done before, but if you can, thank you. You're good, don't worry. Would you like me to shape your eyebrows at all whilst we are here? I can just line up the tops of them, take off a very minimal amount, so if you stay really still for me. I'm just going to clean up in between as well. Not that you have particularly a lot of hair there, but okay, just a little bit left. So I will just pop this tool to one side again with the cleansing mitt so you can take that away. Okay, and now I do just want to wipe your face over again with the cleansing mitt we used in the beginning, just to remove any more residue that is left on the face from the dry mist. And then we're going to steam your face and do the extractions, okay? And just make sure we get your ears there. Okay, alright. By the way, I haven't been crying, I just had a sneezing fit. Right, so we will begin using the steamer. For this, I am going to ask you to close your eyes. Yeah, just take a couple of nice deep breaths in and out. Okay, it's not too hot, don't worry, no. It's just going to allow your pores to open up for us. Okay. Just keep your eyes closed for me, sweetheart. Just allow the steam to fall over your face. Now just making some quick observations. You don't have particularly a lot of spots or acne or anything like that. I mean, the only place I can see is the common places that people do gather some small blackheads or whiteheads, which would be in the crease of the chin and the sides of the nose where you can build up. But other than that, you're looking really rather clear. You do have like a little one in your hairline almost up here, but we can get rid of that, that's fine. Be enough now. Are you feeling okay? You are? Good. Okay, so the tools I'll be using, they do look fairly medical, I will be honest, but do not be scared, I'm not going to hurt you. Now, what I do like to do is use the sharp end of one of the tools just to pierce any larger whiteheads you do have. We then use the rounded end to press down, applying pressure, relieving the spot itself. So it should be fairly pain-free. I mean, I find the most painful areas to do are in the creases of the nose, but the chin is fairly pain-free, okay? Alright, so just staying still for me, I'm just going to just do some fine pierces in there. so what I'm doing, I do naturally have a slight tremor in my hands, so for me it is easier to use this hooked end as well, which I place this one in, just holds it slightly steadier for me. So if you did choose to go to a different dermatologist, they may not use the same sort of process that I do. I just find it works a little better for me. I think the hand tremor just comes from having a slightly higher heart rate. I have been told I have tachycardia, but I'm not sure that's a permanent thing, or I'm not sure, to be honest. But okay, I'm just going to do the ones up here as well. You do just have one on your cheek here too. Okay, I think we will start with what we've done, and if anything else needs to be done from there, we can do so. Now again, I'm going to use the two rounded ends. One I'm going to press just on the outside of the white or black head, and the other will go over the top. It just allows a little bit more stability. There we go. Now just using a tissue, we'll wipe that. Okay. Okay. It's not too painful, is it? Good. I like to go fairly quickly sometimes. We don't clean the rounded tip off through every one. I won't throw the tissue away. You can look at it before I throw it away. Some people do have the fascination of seeing what's been removed. That's fine. Yeah, so most of the time people do think it is actually like a full-on white head, but often or not in the places that I did say to you, so the crease of the chin and the nose folds, it is actually just something called sebum. Yeah. Excuse me for smiling, it's just because you're making a face. Sometimes I can't help it. Okay, now I'm just going to do a little bit down the sides of your nose. This is going to involve me placing one finger on the edge, on the end of your nose, excuse me, and just swiping this down the side here. So just swiping down the side. Side as well. So just swiping. if you have ever noticed this before, you may well have done. On your eyelids here, you do have a little bit of what's called milia, which is like a hard spot almost, but it can't really be popped. The skin has to be pierced in order to remove it. Is that something you'd like me to do? It can leave some redness where they have been removed, and sometimes a little bit of scabbing almost, because it's less, well, I say like a piercing. It is more of a very minor incision, very small, but can leave some scabbing. So not today. That is fine. Okay. I think we're pretty much done in terms of spot removal. Your skin, well, I can see that your skin is looking clear, but if you were probably to look at yourself in the mirror, you'd think, Christ, I look very red, but that will go down very quickly. Okay, so there is only 2 products I am going to put on you today that we will finish with, just as we don't, like I say, want to irritate the skin any further. So the first one will be the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturising Lotion. I do find that this is just such a fantastic product and leaves the skin feeling so soft and hydrated without being too heavy. Yeah, so I'm just going to place this all over your face. And like I said earlier, we don't forget the neck. Then the next thing is also Clinique, which is the Moisture Surge face spray. Can't get my words out today. And I'm just going to pop a couple of spritz on your face, and we'll allow that to just dry for a moment. And we will just finish one by taking this clip from your hair. And I will just be giving you a couple of products. So the first one I am going to give you is for you to use tomorrow morning. This is a collagen eye mask. Yes, so I do like to keep them in the fridge, as it can be quite nice popping them on in the morning when they are nice and cold. So just take it from the fridge. They are like a jelly type material. Place them under your eyes and do leave them on for about 15 minutes, and it's just going to brighten them up. Yes, I am also going to give you the cleansing mitt and the foaming cleanser, the dermaplaning tool, and also a sample of this Bondi Sands face SPF 50 plus, which is a tinted SPF as well. So that is just for you to try out and see if you do enjoy. Okay, so we are all finished with everything today. If you do have any questions that do pop up after your session, or after you leave I should say, do just give us a call or send me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Yes, so I'm just going to leave you here for one moment. Once again, there are some nice steam towels just to the side of you if you do feel like you'd like to steam your hands or anything like that. I'm going to make you a warm drink. Is there anything particular you like? Do you prefer a more tea-based coffee? We do have hot chocolate as well. No worries, I shall go and make you that and see you in a moment.